Claudia Stevens is brilliant in having turned 800 pages into a chamber opera, into a 2-hour opera.
I am known to a lot of folks in Virginia from days when I performed as a pianist in Richmond and Williamsburg and was a touring artist for the Virginia Commission for the Arts. When I began to be a librettist in collaboration with Alan Shearer, who is a very well-known composer, we talked about many different subjects for new operas. Middlemarch in Spring is our 5th opera and the most ambitious and the most successful. It's had tremendous reviews. I'm so delighted at the interest in Charlottesville in presenting it in collaboration or coordination with the Virginia Festival of the Book. There are so many people who have heard of Middlemarch, the novel, sometimes called the greatest novel in the English language by people like Virginia Woolf. Middlemarch in Spring, the opera, is not the novel, but it has intensified the novel, and so many reviewers who have seen it and who also know the novel say this is something else, but it is really a remarkable conveying of the essential themes and the essential characters and ideas and values of the novel. The first thing that I did was to decide this was only going to be about Dorothea Brooke and her life and what happens to her. I could see immediately which scenes I was going to use and how they would fit together. And I could see almost immediately where the great solos were going to be and where the duets would be and the ensemble. The folks who are attending Festival of the Book will, of course, many of them will know the novel, will be very curious, and I think the ones who are big fans of Middlemarch, who just love the book and who relate to Dorothea Brooke as their personal heroine for their whole life, they will want to come and see what we've done with Dorothea. And then there will be people who will be curious to see how have we adapted it, what have we left out, what have we included or put in that gives them food for thought, a new way of interpreting the story or a character. So those people, I expect, will be thrilled with the opera. I think that these people, perhaps who aren't part of the musical community, will still find this extremely engaging. The music is very accessible, very melodic. The music folks will, of course, have rewards that have to do with the orchestration, the beautiful writing for the instruments, and for the people in Charlottesville, I would say that there is a lot of interest that I hope you will have in attending a new opera. There's a kind of renaissance going on of opera creation. And so having an opportunity to see a new opera and to be able to say, I was there, I heard the first performance on the East Coast of this new work opera, of this new Middlemarch in Spring, I think that will carry some excitement with it. I know it did in San Francisco with the premiere. If there's any idea that anybody's going to take away, it's that. Yes, we have to live in the world. We have to do the dumb junk that society tells us we have to do. We have to be shot down and disappointed. But we have our dream, and if only for one moment, we have our, time in the sun, the moment when we can exult and be joyous. And that is, I hope, what the audience will get from this. The ending of the novel is a bit more sober, but this is opera, and I don't think the author, George Eliot, would have minded what I did there at the end with all the characters, including Casaubon coming back from the dead, singing, "The world will have its way with us, but in spring the world tilts." And that means that for that moment, we have our joyous opportunity to live and love and be happy.